guys, Wardfire here, and we're back for more Desperate Housewives. And we are, slowly making our way towards the end. And, drama's building up and stuff like that. So, we're going to continue playing. I'm following the walkthrough a little bit because there are stuff nearing the end that you can make like choices, and I'd like to see all the choices, especially the end, of course. I want to see all the different endings you can get, or show you guys too. I haven't seen them all, just seen one. And yeah, whose first great idea was to buy a bus ticket to New York when she was 15? Gabrielle. Alright. We are at the end of an episode. And we are, well, I know that since I checked the walkthrough, but we are going to call Frank. We are not going to seduce Carl, because Carl is a freaking idiot. I understand why Susan broke up with him, so seriously. Yeah, but we are going to, we're gonna fill in Frank on what's happening. That's what we're gonna do. So, I'm gonna call Frank here, somewhere in the phone. Whoa, we got a mystery number. Oh yeah,
Hello?
Good news. I think I figured it all out.
Yeah, me too.
Doesn't make any sense. How much detective work can you get done sitting in some cheap motel that doesn't even have cable? How's that? Huh? How's that?
I've been going over everything I know about Daniel's murder. And I need to talk to you.
What, the phone isn't good enough for you now? Duh, no. Frank, you're talking to me right now.
In person. Meet me downtown, ASAP.
There's a reason they call it a safe house, Frank. They're not being ironic. Stay where you are. Just how do you plan on getting there? Frank, where are you?
I'm on my way now. If you leave right now, we should get there at the same time. Bye.
Don't hang up on me! Frank! Okay, see you there. We are going to the shopping center, it seems. Let's go home and get into our ridiculously enormously big car. Because we seem to be like, there's just this freaking 3-person family. Why do we have a large, I don't know, sub or whatever? Okay, well, we're living in Australia, so we need like a car that is super huge and really, what's it called? Expensive to have with gas and an environment and stuff. But sure. Oh, hello, Frank. Yeah, I talked to you.
Glad to see you finally made it.
Hey, I had just enough time to get here. You didn't exactly give me a lot of warning. Good to see you made it here in one piece, no less.
So, now that you're here, we need to talk.
You're right. Here's everything I was able to discover through my investigation. Sure, this is everything I know. Mike was a suspect on the night of the murder. Carlos Solis was in his home that night as well. My son and his date, Danielle, saw someone flirting with a car in front of the Scavo home. At first, I thought it was Lynette. But then I talked with her. She said it was actually Gabby that Riley saw. When I returned to verify with her, she told me that she'd given directions to a strangers in a car. Yeah, because that's grammatically correct. And as it turns out, those strangers were looking for directions to your house. They were the ones that killed Daniel. That was more, those assailants have definite ties to Vincent Corsetti. He's our man. Frank, do you really think we should be talking here in the public? So tell me, what's important and why we couldn't talk on the phone? Why do I have to be angry?
Whatever. We're here now. We'll talk now.
We are frickin' talking!
So, I've been piecing together the evidence. There was a lot going on the night Daniel died. The Solises, the Scavos, the Vandy camps, even your son was out that night.
Yeah, strange that it all worked out. Don't forget Mike. It's a bit peculiar. Everyone seemed to be up to something that night.
One thing we know for certain is that 2 people were up to committing murder.
Vincent Corsetti himself? I don't think so. Oh, okay, maybe not. Sorry. I like how this, you know, these scenes here are like totally wrong, factually wrong, because he died on the porch and he went open the door and stuff like that. Right, Leo, we got his number, literally. Luckily, we have the contact information for one of them. We have all the info we need on them, Frank. You can rest easy.
Sure, we have some evidence, but we're not done yet.
Honestly, at this point, I think we should tell the police. What do you mean why don't we just go to the cops? I think we are. The Fairview Police Department will be able to take Vincent down with the information I'm going to give them. I don't think so, housewifey.
No, we can't do that. We don't know what could happen.
What? Do you think the cops are on the take or something? Yes, we do. They arrested people responsible. What's there to think about? The cops around here may not be the sharpest knives in the jar, but they're honest.
You don't realize how deep this goes. I thought I could get away from them. I thought if I moved and kept to myself, they'd never find me. I mean, I couldn't even find Fairview on a map. How the hell did they find me?
Between the fashion show and all the other things that have been happening around here lately, it kind of put this little blurb on the map. Apparently, the fashion show got some major press because of your brother's involvement. A lot of people know where Fairview is now because of all the stuff that's been going on. Daniel had no way of predicting the media attention the fashion show would bring. He never would have done it if he thought it'd bring those mob guys out looking for you. Poor Daniel, he was just trying to do something good for Fairview and look what happened.
I know. It's all my fault. I should have told him.
Nothing you can do about it. Now, your job is to help me figure out how to get the guilty party in jail where they belong. Hey, it's okay. You thought you'd made a clean break.
I think now's the time we do something. But I don't know where to start. There's still one thing that's bothering me. How did that Leo guy know Vincent Corsetti of all people?
We know that?
It doesn't add up.
Yes, it does. It actually makes perfect sense. Yes, it does.
You've been holding out on me?
Yeah, Agent Larson told me something. Actually, a lot of things that he thought might prove useful. Before I talked to you, I spoke with Eric Larson. You know the investigator guy. Your friend Eric told me some interesting facts right before I met up with you. Vincent Corsetti doesn't have ties to the mob. He is the mob. Over the years, he's ascended to the head of the family. He's untouchable. So why did you think that going to the police was a good idea? What? Okay. Eric and his department in the FIB have been trying to build a case for a while, but he haven't been able to.
It was convenient timing when he showed up, wasn't it? Just when things started to get fishy.
It wasn't a coincidence, Frank. Yeah, right about that time. That's where my money is.
All right, then. It's up to me to make the next move.
Promise me you won't do anything rash, Frank. These are dangerous people. And what's that? Great, what's the plan? Do anything rash.
We'll find out soon enough.
Oh, thank you for that. New secret added Daniel Fox. Alright.
Most people's lives are driven by fear. Fear of hidden dangers. Fear
What?
of secrets being discovered. Or fear of the unknown. But sometimes, what we think may be a demon lurking in the shadows turns out to be merely our guardian angel in disguise.
I think it was supposed to be Lynette at the door that opened there, you know, like a ghost, right? Don't you guys think so? I think Lynette was supposed to be there. Because seriously, that was weird. What was the question? I didn't see it. Come on. What alpha mom does Lynette clash with over the school play? Macy Gibbons. Whatever.
There are people who spend a lifetime earning the respect and admiration of their peers and neighbors.
Ah! Oh good, going, Riley. Thank you.
It can all be for naught.
Mm.
When one's decency is called into question.
What was Susan doing there?
Did you honestly believe you would get away with this?
And Carl? What?
Get away with what?
Don't play games with me, young man. You know exactly what I mean.
No.
No, I don't. Mom, can you help me out here?
Why are you yelling at my son?
Your son has been posting these flyers all around the neighborhood.
I didn't do it! Mom, you've got to believe me.
Take a deep breath, Bree. Now, tell me, do you have one of the flyers with you?
Yes, I have one right here. See for yourself.
Why would my son go to all this trouble just to call some girl easy? Why do you think Riley did this?
It's obvious he's trying to get revenge on our family. Poor delusional
What?
boy thought he was good enough for my Danielle.
Excuse me? You know what? The last time I checked, it was Julia was spreading rumors about Danielle, not Riley. I'm not seeing it, Brie. What is obvious about it?
Yeah, I didn't see it at first either. But if you think about it, it makes sense. It's this vicious circle. He circulated those nasty flyers. Danielle blamed Julie for them and started spreading rumors about her at school.
What?
As soon as Julie told me, I came over here. We may not agree who the culprit is, but we both agree that this whole issue started because of your son's actions.
Excuse me?
I'm just here for moral support for my two favorite girls.
Carl, please, go die very, in a corner somewhere. I don't need you.
Everyone's dancing around the subject, but the one thing we know is that your son has ruined our girls' lives.
Yeah, because they didn't do that by themselves. Like, I don't, I think the flyers are, bad, but everyone already knew that. Like, they didn't do it themselves. Come on. Okay, let's all take a deep breath here. I have an idea. Why don't you let me take care of my old son? Whoa. Let's all calm down here. What do I have to do to get you three off his case?
Don't you dare tell me to calm down.
I'll calm down if you teach your damn son some manners.
Excuse me? Why are you here? Carl, shut up.
Yeah.
Susan, seriously. Alright, fine. I'll look into the flyers, and once I prove my son didn't make them, I'll make sure he settles things with your girls.
That sounds reasonable.
Works for me.
Yes, I suppose that will suffice, if your son is innocent.
Oh my god, it's her, because we dissed her. His English teacher or whatever she was. Episode, far back.
There you are.
No, Allison. Okay, not Allison, but the other person. Wait in line, sister.
Do you know what your son has been doing? He sent me all kinds of vicious and dirty emails. They're disgusting. And I'm getting more than a little freaked out.
Okay, that is not him. That is totally, the teacher we blew off. What kind of emails?
Let's just say they involve a lot of derogatory terms. Not the kind of words you find on the SATs.
Oh, I want to do the SATs.
There you go. What more proof do you need that your son is a little criminal?
Real evidence, maybe? Not your freaking assumptions. I'm sorry, but not your assumptions, Bree. Real evidence. You can't be serious.
I certainly can. Makes me wonder about your child-rearing skills. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Oh, you're gonna eat that. I'm sorry, but it is not my son who's done this. You are going to eat that up, Bree, you little... How about you skip the child rearing lessons and take care of your little harlot there? Like the way you control your children, you seem to be successful in raising little sociopaths. If my son is guilty, I will deal with it accordingly, but he is innocent until proven guilty, and I will find out the truth.
All right, fine. I'll give you a chance to prove your son's innocence. For the record, I think he's guilty as hell.
Yeah, but last time I checked, I didn't really care.
Come on, Carl. Let's let her deal with her son.
Where are you even with Carl? You hate him.
Sure thing, Susie Q.
Now it's for you, Allison. I promise to get to the bottom of this email fiasco too. If my son was involved, I'll take care of him, okay?
Okay. Just keep in mind, they were very nasty little emails. If he did this, something has to be done.
Thanks for getting rid of them, Mom.
Don't thank me just yet. I still haven't decided if I really believe you're innocent. Get inside. I'm going to deal with you in a minute. That's what I'm here for, dearie. Dear. Okay. So. What the shoebox do we do now? Check up on your garden and take the necessary steps to eliminate the problem. Hello, garden. Yeah, you see the purple bugs? What kind of stuff is that? Oh god. Hello. Your current bug spray is no effect. Maybe your neighbors can help. Alright. How do I get out of here? Hello? Oh, there. Sorry. Your normal pest spray has no effect on these new creatures. See if you can get something to help from the neighborhood pest expert, Mrs. Davenport. Then we're going to go talk to Danielle. Check the flyers, and someone is calling us.
Hey, this is Vincent.
Oh, hello. Hi, Vinny. What can I do for you? Good morning, Vincent.
I was just calling to check in on you.
There are some things that popped up. I'm trying to deal with them right now. Nothing cleaning up after my son's messes. Everything's fine. Entire morning has been a train wreck. Fine.
What's he gotten himself into?
All the girls in the neighborhood are upset with him. Nothing I can't handle. There's really none of— oh, nothing I can't handle, Vincent.
I have no doubt. Tell me, how are things with your husband?
You're fine, thank you for asking. So I'm not gonna tell you.
I hate to ask, but I heard some stories about some greedy secretary that was trying to blackmail him or something.
We've gotten past that. Oh my god, how do you know about that? Yeah, there was that. We've gotten past that.
Did you ever find out what was in his safe?
It was nothing. Listen, I'm not feeling comfortable with this line of questions, Vincent. You want to tell me what's going on?
I happen to know there is some very important information in that safe. Things you need to see.
Wow, these bugs are so ugly. Exactly what kind of information? What are you doing now? Checking up on my husband? Have you been checking on me as well?
Listen, we shouldn't talk about this over the phone. I'm sending a package over to your house later.
Then why are you talking to me over the phone?
Make sure your husband's not around when you open it. I have to go now, but rest assured I have your best interests at heart. I gotta go.
Yeah, 'cause that's not, creepy at all. Sure. Frank Fox. Okay, we'll deal with the pests first. Hello, Miss Davenport. Help me with the pests. Because they are purple and they won't die. Hello? Please answer the door. Yes, she is answering the door. Come on, come on.
Hello? Can I help you with something?
My garden is being destroyed. I need help. Yeah, I need some gardening help. I need some gardening tips. Yeah, I need some gardening help.
Okay, tell me what's going on.
Bugs. Lots of big, nasty-looking bugs eating everything I planted, and bug spray doesn't work. They're destroying my garden. I need something to take care of a bug infestation. The insecticide I'm using isn't doing anything. Some kind of bug. Do you have any heavy-duty bug spray?
Oh, so some new pest is attacking your garden, eh? Well, why should I help you?
Out of the kindness of your heart. I helped you out when your garden was in trouble. It's payback time. Because if you don't, maybe I'll bring one of those bugs and accidentally drop it in your garden.
You'd do that, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Follow me. Let's pick your poison.
Thanks for the help.
Well, you didn't give me much choice, did you? Here we are. Let me find you the right poison. Ooh, there are so many good ones to choose from.
You must be deathly afraid of rats. Wow, you have quite a selection of rat poisons. Did you have an incident with a rat as a small child or something?
What are you talking about?
You're aware you have cases and cases of rat poison in this room, right? The entire room is lined with boxes of rat poison. It looks like wallpaper. Either you know something about a coming invasion of an alien rat species, or you have a serious issue with the rodents.
Oh, that? Well, let's just say insects aren't the only pests I worry about.
What's going on in this neighborhood? Are there rodent armies I shouldn't be aware of? What are you talking about? Rats don't eat flowers, do they?
Poison is poison. Enough of it will kill whatever is bothering you.
I don't think I felt right, okay? That's a little creepy. Right.
Never mind. Here's the bug spray you wanted. Be sure to give it back to me when you're done.
Thank you. We go now. From the looks of this place, I'd hate to be on your bad side. Thanks. Goodbye, Atta. Thanks again for the help. Toxic Crusader! We are going to get those pests out of here. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm eating at the same time I'm doing commentary. I don't think that's very smart, really. But that's the situation. So, if you hear, like, you know, strange noises, that could be me eating stuff. Or crisps, more specifically. Hello? Oh, you die. Oh my god, that looks so... Oh, that looks so poisonous. It is ridiculous. This looks so dangerous. It is really ridiculous. Come on. Glitch yourselves out here. Do they die in pairs or something? They are now dead. We'll water them a bit, you know, because we're here. Okay. Anywho's. Good work. You were able to pick one up and take a closer look. This bug doesn't look native to Wisteria Lane. Maybe Mrs. Davenport will know more about them. Well, we'll continue on the bug quest. Hello. Go, housewife, go! It takes her a whole freaking hour to, you know, over here. What? She's not at home? Are you serious? Alright, she's not home because she's outside, and I totally want to sneak into her house when she's in the garden. Because she won't see that at all.
Well, did you take care of those bugs?
Thanks for your bug spray, yes. They're dead as doornails. I didn't stand a chance.
Oh, that's good. So, what do you want now?
I put back one of the bugs to see if you know anything about them.
Blech. Why are you bringing me a dead bug?
I just want to see your reaction. I just thought you might know something about the species. I want to show you what I've been dealing with.
Well, let me get a closer look here. Well, you certainly are an ugly little thing, aren't you?
Me or the bug?
I can't tell you much, but I can tell you I've never seen anything like this in my garden before. Although I do recall seeing a warning about them online. Right next to an advertisement to buy the very same bug.
You can buy these? Why would anyone buy a bug? You know how to use a computer? What did the warning say?
Pretty much just keep out of garden. They're hungry little beasts that ruin anything you've planted. That's all that matters.
So they're kind of like how you are with your garden. Definitely did some heavy damage to my garden. Don't they serve any purpose at all?
Well, maybe if you're a bug collector or you're trying to sabotage someone else's garden.
You wouldn't be that heartless, would you? Did you sabotage my garden? You would have to be real jealous for that.
Oh, don't be stupid. There would be a good chance that these things would spread to my garden. I wouldn't risk that. No. The person who introduced these little fellas is clearly not a fan of botany. Or at least they don't have a garden of their own. You certainly have a way of making enemies.
Of course, it's my special talent. People like you around, you'd think I wouldn't need any enemies. I tried my best. There was something else I wanted to ask. Try my best. So, you can buy these books? I still find the image of you using a computer amusing.
I think the company was called Pestport.
Of course it was.
You know, come to think of it, I think I remember seeing the Pestport logo somewhere. I was out here gardening as usual. It was sometime in the early afternoon. Oh, that's right. I saw the mailman with a package that had the logo on it. Maybe if you ask him about it, you can figure out who ordered those bugs.
That's actually a very good idea.
The sooner you can stop the person, the better. If the bugs start to multiply, there's a chance my garden will get infested.
Now I can find out how to do this so I can get back at them. Alright, thanks for the information, Ed. I really appreciate it. We wouldn't want your garden to get infested by these bugs, now would we? No, she went away. Okay, so we are totally on the bug quest. You know, with something shiny. A dog tag. Hello. Alright. So our quests are not talk to the mailman apparently. But close look at the flyer. We should have the flyer here. Well, right. Oh yeah, look. And after looking closely at the flyer, it appears the text was written with feminine handwriting. To prove your suspicions, get a writing sample from your son. Sure, we'll do that quest line. Go back home, get a handwriting sample. Oh wait, here's Dog's best friend. A missing dog. It appears that whoever posted these reused an existing flyer. Talk to the dog owner and neighbor at Michael Tofino to see what he has to say about it. Okay, well, after we get our son's handwriting. Riley! Come to mama. Seriously, come here so I can get a handwriting sample. Oh wow, you just went happy suddenly. Nice.
Mom, I told you, I'm innocent.
I was able to take a close look at one of the flyers.
And now you believe I didn't write it?
I never believed you were guilty, honey. It's clearly a girl's handwriting. Unless you're turning feminine on me, you're innocent. Handwritten flyers much too neat to be your chicken scratchings. You must have inherited that from your father. You know, doctors. Note looks like it was written by a girl. Your handwriting looks nothing like this.
Well, who do you think wrote it then?
I don't know, but we have to prove your innocence to everyone else, so I'm going to need something from you.
Sure, Mom. Anything.
Sample of your handwriting.
You want me to write Danielle is easy? Is this a trick?
Don't be stupid, I'm going to prove you're innocent. That's right, after all my hard work trying to clear your name, I'm going to manipulate you so I can make everyone think you're guilty. So, yeah, I'm going with that.
Alright, if you think it's best, here you go.
Thanks, honey. Danielle's what? I don't know, let's go talk to Danielle. I guess, let's do that quest line. Run, housewife, run! There was a police car. Eh. Oh, run. Hello? I'm talking to Danielle.
With graceful speed and temerity.
Oh my god, it's their TV, okay.
Descends upon the hunter.
Reese ignoring me, which is nice, but you know, I only want to talk to Danielle, so.
The startled hunter reaches for his.
What are you doing here? What do you want?
I just want to see how you were doing.
How do you think I'm doing? How would you be doing it through our flyers all over town saying you were easy?
Do you have any thoughts on who would send out those flyers? Well, first, we have to figure out who would want to spread rumors about you. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, I have a strong suspicion. It was Julie Mayer.
It doesn't sound like Julie I know. I can't imagine why she would act like that, can you? Why would she try to restore you like this? What does she have against you?
Like I know what's going on in that little nerdy brain of hers. She's probably still pissed that your son stood her up, for me.
You don't think my son did this? You really think Julie did this? Wait, your mother's blaming my son. Why aren't you?
Look, your son may be a little weird, but it's not his style. For one thing, he never got anywhere with me. My mom made sure of that. And for another thing, Julie has already been calling people at school, starting a rumor saying I'm easy.
Come on, what would have happened between two if your mom didn't stop you? We all know the truth. Why are you still upset with my son?
He should be defending me. He hasn't said or done anything to tell people it wasn't me.
Heaven forbid he actually tried to defend himself from your mother, I might add. Maybe he's a little too busy trying to defend his own reputation from half the neighborhood. Well, maybe if the rumor wasn't so close to the truth, you'd have some ammunition to defend yourself. Why am I only angry here? Heaven forbid he actually tried to defend himself from your own mother, I might add.
All I'm saying is that if he'd defend me, then everyone would know he was innocent.
Perhaps there weren't so much truth to the lie, you wouldn't need to be anyone to defend you. You know what, Danielle? You are a selfish and evil little brat. You know what? This is getting me nowhere. Goodbye. I'm like, why should I stand there, you know? Shouting at her or whatever? Let's go talk to Julie. Get her handwriting. It would be so much fun if Danielle had sent those flyers out herself. Well, I don't think she has, but I think it's a different person sending out the flyers depending on how you did some choices in another, like, you know, in the game for this.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
I'll be straight with you, Julie. I know for a fact my son didn't put those flyers about Danielle. I also know the handwriting on it is a girl's. You might want to lose the attitude, Julie. I'm your elder and deserve some respect. Julie, what's wrong? What's with all this sudden hostility? What are you so angry about?
As if you didn't know. It's all your son's fault.
Granted, my son may not be an angel, but why take it out on me? What did Riley do to you? I can't handle any more of this teen melodrama. Everything's so intense when you're in high school. What did Riley do to you?
Well, because your son was putting those flyers around, Danielle is convinced I did it. And now she hates me.
Like you care. You didn't like her from the beginning, right?
So now she's spreading that around school. Everyone thinks I'm some kind of psychotic skank. The worst thing is that even though I didn't do it, I've been ripping down the flyers whenever I see them. I still feel bad for Danielle, even if she's gone all psycho on me.
And you should say that, since my son says the same thing. So you know exactly how my son feels then. What a coincidence, it's almost word for word what my son said.
Wait, he didn't do it?
You look at the flyer, it looks like a girl's handwriting, doesn't it? Of course not. I raised him better than that. My son definitely would never do that. I'm just not sure who did.
What? Are you accusing me now?
Actually, I don't really know. I mean, you certainly had a motive. The thought has crossed my mind.
Well, for your information, I'm innocent. And if you think I would actually be capable of something like that, then I'm done talking with you.
Would you mind putting that in writing? Just write, I don't think Danielle's easy, and sign it. I don't mean to offend. There was actually something else I want to talk to you about. If you're so convinced of your innocence, just write Danielle's easy on a piece of paper so I can compare it to the flyer.
No, I'm not doing that. There's something wrong with you. You'd probably find some way to use it against me.
Okay, fine. There was something else I need to talk to you about anyway. Well, then how about you write, I do not think Danielle's easy, and sign it.
Are you insane? You're just going to cross out not and use it against me.
Okay, I want to ask you something else.
Oh, really? Is there another subject you'd like to harass me about?
Actually, I'm collecting statements from everyone about Daniel Fox. I want to put together a book of how the residents of Wisteria Lane were affected by Daniel's life. Each person will write something in their own handwriting, so the book will have a really personal touch.
I really didn't know Mr. Fox all that well. I wouldn't know what to write.
That's okay, I can help you figure out what to write. It's just important that everyone in Wisteria Lane has a page. The message itself doesn't mean so much. The act of writing something down is really what's important. Hearts for periods.
That doesn't make sense. Shouldn't this be like a personal message or something?
Of course, sweetie. It can still be personal. I'll help you think of something if you get stumped. Of course, but sometimes it's hard to put your feelings into words. I can help you out with that.
Sounds a little weird to me. But, okay. What should I write?
I'll start with something like Daniel led a fashion show that brought the neighborhood together. And say something like the neighborhood is a darker place without him. Then you can conclude something like it will not be easy to go on without Daniel Fox.
Wow. I didn't realize you cared about Daniel so much. It's so sweet of you to do this in his memory.
I hope I'm doing the book for real.
Here's my message to add to your book.
Thank you very much, Julie. You have no idea how much I appreciate your help. Okay, so you guys saw that, that was tricking her into writing, Danielle is easy. But, I don't know, let's talk to Mike Delfino. Run, housewife, run. And we're here. And knock. And answer the door.
Hey, can I help you with something?
Do you know how these lost dog posters were vandalized? Yes, Mike. I just found out that these lost dog posters were being misused. I want to know what you thought. I was hoping you might know who put the vandalized posters around the neighborhood.
I'd definitely like to find out who did this to the posters. It's criminal. Honestly, I don't really care about whatever's going on with the Vandicamps. But for someone to do this kind of vicious thing, and destroy flyers put up by some poor soul looking for their lost dog, it just makes me mad. It makes me lose faith in people.
Well, I can tell you one thing. They're not only cruel, but they're cheap bastards. I mean, blank paper isn't exactly expensive. Yeah, it really is tragic. Do you have an idea who would do this? Well, as much as I'd like to, I can't avoid it. There's a rumor around that my son put up the flyers.
Sure, I have my suspicions, but I can't really imagine that they'd do this.
Come on, Mike, tell me who you think it is.
Well, I hate to say it, but do you think it could be Mrs. Davenport? I've overheard her making some obnoxious comments about Danielle's social life. And now that I think about it, vandalizing missing animal flyers sounds right up her alley.
Huh? What do you mean?
The woman's nuts. Every time I walk past her house, she gives Bongo the evil eye. And not just Bongo. Cats, dogs, rabbits, even squirrels. She freaks out at the sight of them.
She thinks that they will destroy her garden?
If anything seems like a threat to her precious garden, she takes it personally. Come to think of it, I haven't seen too many of those animals around recently.
What do you mean? They're probably just hiding from her. Huh? What do you mean?
Probably nothing. You know what they say about animals and their instincts. They're probably smart enough to stay away from her.
Dude, she has so much poison in her house, it is ridiculous. She has probably been killing those animals.
I mean, come on. She's just a cranky old lady. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Ooh, boy. I'm not so sure about that. She could always nag them to death. Sure, I guess. I mean, chipmunks are kind of smart. I don't blame those owners. One look at Ada's evil eye, I'd be hiding too. Thank you. You've been very helpful, Mike. I need all the ammunition I can get to vindicate my son. Have a good day.
See ya.
Sure, first the rat poison, then the dog tag found in her garden. Add to that Mike's information on how Miss Davenport reacts to pets, and you've got one suspicious gardener. Yeah, we do. Come on, Ada, seriously, you are killing things with all your rat poison there. You are so suspicious, it is ridiculous. Seriously, it's ridiculous. She's got her TV on too.
The cycle of life continues.
You can hear that like whispering noise, right? Voice.
What now?
Mike said he saw you tearing down some posters earlier, the same ones that Danielle is easy written on the back. Happened lately relating to you. I have a few questions only you can answer. I think you're hiding something.
What are you talking about?
Like the female said, you seem to get crazy whenever animals are anywhere near your garden. First, there's that room of poison in your house. I found this dog tag in your garden earlier today.
What are you doing digging around in my garden? Have you no shame?
Nope. Mike made me think about the way you seem to react to any animal that comes within 10 feet of your precious garden. I'm trying to get a piece of this puzzle, like that little room of death you have upstairs in your house.
I spend a lot of time tending to my garden. Is there anything wrong about taking the proper precautions to protect it?
Yeah, it depends on what proper precautions are. Must be useful to have a whole room full of poison in your house.
I don't like your tone. Just, what are you getting at?
I don't know. Your dog got killed by large rats and you buried him in the front yard and then honored him with a beautiful garden! No. You kill animals using rat poison and bury them under your garden. It's not just a series of ridiculous coincidences that don't mean anything whatsoever! Then why am I going over there talking to her and telling her that, you know, randomness for the win? No, seriously, I think she's killing them.
Well, I could protest, but why bother? You got me. Those pesky animals make a wonderful fertilizer, by the way.
I'm sure they do. I knew you were mean and petty, but I had no idea you were evil. Etta, how could you? That's beyond awful. To admit it? Wow, that was just a wild guess.
So, what now? You found out my big, dark secret. What are you going to do about it?
Tell me why you did it, then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with you. To pay for your crimes. The real question is, what are you going to do to stop me from reporting this?
It was all my husband's fault.
How did your husband force you to slaughter? What do you mean?
Well, he didn't literally force me to do it, but it's complicated, so let me explain. Rod was the love of my life. Unfortunately, I wasn't the love of his. He had this dog, Sparky, and he spent all of his time with him.
It's wonderful that he had a pet that he cares so much about. What do you have against dogs?
To be honest, it was embarrassing how he fawned over that mutt. Well, since Rod never gave me any attention, I had no choice but to take up a hobby. So I took up gardening. Ugh, but that little bastard Sparky. He would always dig up whatever I had just planted. Strawberries, carrots, lilies, it didn't matter.
Why didn't Rod keep him on a leash? How does your husband having a dog he loved turn you into a vicious killer? Why didn't Rod keep him on a leash?
Well, instead of punishing his little mutt for his little forays into my garden, Rod would encourage it.
Wow, what a nice husband!
So one day, I decided to teach that mutt a lesson. I put a little rat poison near the rose garden. I didn't think it'd be enough to kill him. I was just trying to get him sick, so he wouldn't go near it anymore.
It says you did more than make him sick. How did your late husband... Well, what happened?
Of course, Rod didn't know I had accidentally killed Sparky. I wasn't sure what to do with the body, so I buried it in my garden. Once Rod noticed Sparky was gone, I planted the seed, so to speak, that the dog had run off. Rod was depressed for weeks. I think he thought I might have done something because he was very standoffish. Shortly after that, Rod left me for that other woman. From that point on, my garden is all I have left.
Actually, you know, poor Mrs. Davenport.
Only the next time an animal tried to ruin my garden, I was ready.
You were being psychotic? You just kept on killing any animal that came near your front yard? Why didn't you stop?
Look, I know I wasn't being rational, but my garden was all I had left. And it was so easy to get rid of them. Another lost pet. Big deal. No one takes any notice. Then I decided to move on to preemptive strikes. If an animal looked at my garden funny, he was a goner. And they made such great fertilizer, too. Oh, My garden has never looked better.
You poor pathetic woman. Do you know how many hearts you've broken by depriving people of their pets? There's more to life than just gardening. You have to stop. I won't let you continue to do this.
I don't know. I think I'm too old to change.
It's in your best interest to try, Etta. It's only a matter of time before the ASPCA catches you. That's BS. You're never told to change. You just have to want to.
Thank you. Now that the cat's out of the bag, maybe I can stop. If you could find it in your heart to keep the secret between the two of us, I would be forever in your debt.
If you throw all your poison, I might. Of course, Etta. Your secret's safe with me. Alright, but if I ever hear about one more missing dog, I'm going straight to the police. Throw away all your poison.
Oh, thank you.
I think that went rather well. What do we got? Okay, well, we have Electronic Enigma left. Talk to Frank about those emails. And, well, we are going to, we're going to break here. And we're going to check out those emails in the next episode. And we're totally going to prove that our son is innocent. Because, trust me, he is. Well, of course he is, but he is. I think it's that, that teacher we spurned in one of the earlier chapters, early in the game. I think part 3 of the game or something like that. Because I saw somewhere that the person responsible for the flyers and stuff is a different person depending on how you played the game before and how you made choices and stuff. So that's cool. And so we'll see that. And sorry if you heard me eating and that was, annoying. And trying to, I can't even say it in English. Wow, that is super awesome. Yay. This is going great. Awkward. Awkward, awkward, awkward. Awkward is awkward. So anyways, bye guys. I'll see you soon.